Welcome back to Wash Talk, the Carwash Podcast. I'm your host, Rich DiPaolo, and joining me today are Joseph Moldovan, founder, and Ryan Molinelli, vice president of sales for Qual Chem. Welcome to Wash Talk, Joseph and Ryan.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Good to see you, Rich.
Yeah, it was great to see you. And today we're discussing the benefits of Qual Chem's nano graphene product, Nano Hex. And first, why don't we start with the obvious question, gentlemen? What is nano graphene?
Well, I'm going to try to give you as good of an answer as I can. So, nano graphene is I would call it a super sealant. Does a fantastic job in creating a seal or a protecting seal over whatever you're going to have underneath. Okay. So when I saw the product, we got together here at Qual Chem. We have 3 chemists on staff, and we start talking about it. And what really made me interested in it, not necessarily what the industry did, what the product is. So this product basically was created, the graphene was created to seal paper for water not to be able to penetrate. Okay? So that was the initial, scope of this product. So that created a buzz in my head, that, oh, wait a minute. So if it's such a good sealant, could we use it, in our formulations and create a new product? The other thing about our graphene, what we try to do is to incorporate it in a process. Now, it can be used by itself, but we incorporate it in the process. So basically, nano graphene, it's a sealant which has, very, very good properties to release water. So we were able to create a product which gives us a truly dry car with no spotting. So that's the nano graphene which we make.
Okay, understood. Yeah, and Joseph and Ryan, one of our most popular articles over the past, I would say, 5 years has been an article comparing the benefits of graphene products with ceramic products. So why are graphene-based chemicals emerging in car washing in recent years? What are the leading benefits of these products in the car washing operation?
So in my view, what graphene brought to the table, it's the capability to create a film. And it's the wrong word, film in a car in this business, because a shield, which is very, very strong compared with anything else which we've done before. So it's a hard shield, and I think that's the beauty of this particular type of product. And one of the other benefits was our customers came to us and they said, what can we produce for them to be able to have a better revenue per car? So basically to move from like a $25 top package to a $30 package. And we were able to do that, and was no issue. But probably a little bit later, we can talk about how we look at ceramic, or I can tell you right now, ceramic and graphene. For us, they are completely 2 different products. Okay, so ceramic in our system, we have a 3-step product. First, it's a detergent which removes oxidation of the car. Okay, and creates the environment for the it's called Luminara 2. It's our like a ceramic, like a ceramic, which gave us the first time a tangible product. When we put, our ceramic on, or we call it Luminara better than ceramic, gave you a feel. So we sell that product as a, shine you can feel. And you can feel. Works almost like a hand wax. So,
Understood.
And then what we do, we come with the nano, which goes over the ceramic and creates a perfect feel. Where the water just doesn't stay on the car.
I know this the big car wash show is coming up, and Qual Chem always has a great booth there. Always a lot of traffic this year. According to my notes, you're going to be at 813, at the Car Wash Show 2024 in Nashville, and I'm sure one of the products that you'll be displaying or discussing during that show, I mentioned it off the top here in the intro, is Nano Hex. So what separates Nano Hex in the market these days?
Well, I'll tell you from a chemistry standpoint, and I'll let Ryan, talk about the advantages for a sales, a department to sell it. So what Nano Hex does, and I'm going to give you a very, very short and strong, example. When they took nano and they took another like ceramic, like iron, and they created a one molecule, kind of thick layer of iron and a layer of graphene. The graphene that layer was 10,000 times stronger than the iron. Now we're talking about one layer of a molecule, one layer of molecules on both of them. So obviously the iron, when they combine the layers, has a little bit stronger, but think about the what this product can do. So that's the reason why we went and, formulated the product and we went to the nano, because when you compare the regular molecules and the nano, which you're familiar, had been around, we've been selling nano products for probably, Brian, 10 years now?
Yeah, just about 10 years, I'd say. Yeah.
10 years, So the whole idea was that these nanomolecules are 10,000 times smaller than a regular molecule. So when you do that, think about creating a film. When you're going to create a film with nano, it's going to be those things will be very small, so they can link to each other with almost no hole between them. When it's bigger, you're going to have holes, like circles, and it's a hole there. So that hole really represents pores, it's something, which has a little bit of a different behavior, on the car. So the nano, the structure is very, very strong, and it's exactly the structure which you have behind you. That's the structure of the graphene.
Almost like a honeycomb, right? Like a honeycomb.
Yeah. Exactly, and it's very strong. So that's the difference between, we were talking about the difference between the Nano Hex and the Luminara 2.
And I'm sure, Ryan, the feedback from customers has been overwhelmingly positive. Can you speak about what the customers are seeing on the front lines? Well, what has the feedback been from operators as well as their customers?
Yeah, I think one of the unique approaches when we brought this product to market is we were getting unbiased, blind feedback from our customers during the process of putting our formulation together to take to market. So we went across the country, and essentially what we did was, I was in the back room and I was plugging Nano Hex on, taking it off, creating a control, and adding different variables. So we could have the operator go outside and blindly grade cars and bring us data to ensure that we were really creating a vast benefit product for people to buy, and something, because we already knew from our customers, when they came to us, like Joseph referenced earlier, we were already putting out a really good car, and they were just like, well, we want to move our ticket average up. We want to put something out new. And this is kind of what sparked the development. So we took the feedback release of the product into our development process. And then since we've released the product, we've had overwhelming positive, feedback as far as ticket average increases, car quality increases, customer satisfaction. And we've also seen a lot of benefits that we really weren't expecting when we put this product out. Joseph referenced the lack of spotting on vehicles, and the shine is a little bit different. It's a little bit more crisper and clearer, and a lot of attributes that we look for when we go out there and set chemistry up and we grade cars. It seemed like this was a great benefit to add at a top line, service package for anyone to go into a car wash and receive. And then, there's other qualities. It's easier to clean your car the next visit, and there's other things that we're starting to see and hear from our customers that are really benefiting from the benefits of Luminar and Nano Hex.
Gentlemen, when I think back to that article that I mentioned earlier, comparing ceramic with graphene products, and like I said, this was a few years back, so potentially things have changed. But, two of the things that stuck out to me in that article where ceramic had the edge was, one, in its price point, and two, in its availability. So we had one car wash operator recently say that graphene is the future of car care. What is the future of graphene products in car washing, and how are manufacturers such as Qual Chem making these graphene-based products more affordable and available to operators today?
So the benefit of the graphene truly is creating a better sealant. So our graphene, you can use it by itself. You can use it even as a drying agent. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit more expensive to use it, but it's, sits there by itself when it comes to release of the water off the car. But I want to go back a little bit to your point with ceramic. In that time, we already had a product called Luminara. Okay, Luminara was our first product, which created a great protection, but also gave you a product which is tangible. You can feel it on a car. Okay, so what is ceramic? I mean, if I go by the chemical definition of ceramic, I can tell you ceramic cannot be applied in the car wash business. Ceramic, it's a product which has to be cured. Think about, any dishes and all that. Those are ceramic. Okay? So the name was incorporated in our business in a certain way to be catchy. Okay? Now, and here it's always the sales department comes to us and says, hey, boys, we have a product which does this and that and the other thing and that. So my point to Ryan and the group was, if it's a true ceramic, should be zero water left on a car. That's the point. Okay? So we had a product, we didn't call it ceramic, we called it Luminara, which gives you more than the ceramic. The ceramic gives you protection according with everybody else. Ours give you protection and feel. And that was Luminara too. So when we came with Nano Hex, this is how we kind of looked at the process. I have a soap which works like a clay bar, cleans the surface of the car. Then I'm applying Luminara too, which gives me the feel. Now I'm coming in the top of it with the graphene, and it's going to give me a perfect, car. And that's what we're seeing. So now, another thing which I'll let Ryan, get into the sales part of it, But the other thing which your question was, what can we do in the future to make the product more affordable and all that? Now, I can tell you right now, the only way we can do it, the only way I can see that happen is going and finding new raw materials which will give us a better price so we can sell it at a better price.
Understood. Yeah, Ryan, did you want to add to that feedback?
No, but speaking about the future of graphene in the industry, I think it's gonna. If I had a crystal ball and I looked into the future, I think graphene is gonna follow suit with the ceramic kind of path as far as it's gonna catch on, it's gonna sell well, it's gonna, the terminology behind the marketing side is gonna catch on. I think we're still quite early in that phase, but we've seen positive momentum of people adopting and buying the product and adding it to their menu, and customers are giving great feedback. So I don't see the trajectory of that turning in any other form or fashion. It's going to stay on the upward swing. I think people are always looking for the next best thing, and I think right now graphene is the next best thing out there in the industry, and we're going to keep trying to make improvements and keep it at a price point that's is for us to sell it to customers and make it very profitable, which people have already been very, very profitable very early since adopting it so far. So, I just keep seeing the positive momentum for graphene in the industry kind of keep moving forward.
And the other thing with graphene, and I have one customer, which has shorter tunnels. They run a very fast chain, over 200 cars an hour. So when we introduced the Nano Hex in the top of Luminara, their drying improved at least 20 to 30%.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's fantastic to hear. One thing that seems to be everybody seems to be in agreement on in the industry is the performance of these products. Is offers unmatched protection and unmatched results. So that's great to hear. So in addition to Nano Hex and Luminara, what else can visitors expect at booth 813 this year at Qual Chem, guys?
Now, Ryan told me if he has to tell you everything, he's going to shoot you.
Understood.
No, we have a
thing, so I'll let Ryan elaborate a little bit.
Yeah, we have an exciting new technology piece that's going to be in booth 813 this year, which is, our booth is kind of front and center right on the entrance door, a little bit down the aisle right next to DRB. So we're really excited about the positioning, but we have a new technology piece. It's a tabletop touchscreen where we can emulate your back room and show you exactly what your back room would look like, falling into Qual Chem's system of products and what product would go where. So we can visually enhance the experience in the booth and allow people to kind of get a sensory kind of feel of what would it like, running Qual Chem chemistry and what kind of results would expect. So it includes videos and a lot of, figures and attributes, and kind of gives you an explanation of all of our different products that we carry and what we recommend for the different styles of car washing, whether it's an in-bay automatic or express exterior or self-serve. And kind of how we kind of put our products together to create, a world-class car at the end of tunnels, at the end of car washes. So that's new for us. And obviously, we have, we're going to be having some fun, nice giveaways as well in the booth. So come by and see us. We'll have quite an army of people working the booth this year. So we're really looking forward to seeing you, Rich.
Yes, I will. I'll be visiting once again. It was certainly excellent catching up with you, Joseph, and Ryan for this podcast interview. Again, that booth number is at the ICA show is 813, and of course, Qual Chem's website that you can check out anytime throughout the year is qualchem.biz. Thanks again for spending some time with me today, Joseph and Ryan.
It was a pleasure.
Thanks, Rich. Look forward to seeing you
soon.
At the show.